Hey there, folks over 60. Have you ever eaten a big sugary breakfast, maybe a stack of pancakes or a donut, and felt like you needed a nap 20 minutes later? Maybe your energy's been fading faster than it used to, or you're worried about those blood sugar spikes your doctor keeps mentioning. I get it, and I'm right there with you. After our last video about the 71-year-old man who passed away too soon because of 6 silent killers, like excess sugar, I knew we had to talk about what we can eat to fight back. So today, I'm sharing the top 10 zero carb, zero sugar foods we seniors need to eat to stay strong, manage diabetes, and keep our energy up. These are simple, delicious foods that can add years to our lives, and I can't wait to dig in with you. Before we start, tap that like button and tell me in the comments, what's one sugary food you know you should give up but haven't yet? I'm reading every single one, so let's chat. Let's kick things off with a food that's probably already in your fridge: eggs. Oh, I know you've been eating eggs forever, but let me tell you why they're a senior's secret weapon. Eggs have 0 carbs and 0 sugar, which means they're perfect for dodging that excess sugar killer we talked about last time. One egg packs 6 grams of protein to keep our muscles strong, because let's be honest, we need all the strength we can get to keep up with the grandkids. I met a lady named Betty from Ohio who watched our last video and started eating eggs every morning after learning about sitting too much. She scrambles them with a pinch of salt, and she swears she feels steadier on her feet at 74. You don't have to get fancy. Boil a few eggs for the week, grab one for breakfast, or toss them in a salad. It's nature's little multivitamin, keeping us strong without spiking our blood sugar. So, are you an egg fan? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your go-to way to eat them. Now let's talk about something that feels like a treat, but works hard for us: salmon. I'm talking wild-caught salmon, the kind that tastes like a fancy restaurant meal, but does wonders for our bodies. Salmon has 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and omega-3s that fight inflammation, helping us tackle that stress overload killer from our last video. A 4-ounce piece gives us 23 grams of protein to keep our hearts and brains sharp, so we're not forgetting where we park the car. I met George from Colorado, who started pan-searing salmon with a little garlic after our last video, and he says his cholesterol's down in just 3 months. He's 73 and fishing again. You don't need to eat it every day. Try it once a week, baked with a squeeze of lemon. It's a little luxury that keeps us going strong. Do you love salmon as much as I do? Let me know in the comments. So, we've got eggs and salmon in our corner, but there's another food that's been hiding in plain sight, and it's a game changer for us seniors: avocado. I know, some of you might think avocados are just for millennials on toast, but hear me out. Avocados have less than 1 gram of net carbs and 0 sugar, plus healthy fats that keep our joints moving, helping us avoid that ignoring painkiller from last time. They're also great for our skin, giving us that youthful glow we all want. Susan from Florida started eating half an avocado a day after our last video, and she says her blood sugar's steadier at 68. Just slice it up, sprinkle a little salt, and eat it with a spoon. It's like creamy magic. It's not about changing everything. It's about adding a little green goodness to keep us feeling our best. Who's ready to try avocado this week? Toss your thoughts in the comments. I can't wait to hear from you. Let's keep this going, because the next few foods are just as amazing. And I've got more stories to share that'll make you want to stock your kitchen with these lifesavers. We've been talking about how zero carb, zero sugar foods can help us seniors stay strong and avoid those sneaky killers we learned about last time. And I'm so glad you're here with me for this. Let's keep the good vibes going with another food that's probably sitting in your fridge right now. Spinach. I know. Spinach might sound like something you only ate because your mom made you. But trust me, this green leafy gem is a powerhouse for us. It's got just 1 gram of carbs per cup and 0 sugar, so it won't mess with our blood sugar at all. Plus, it's packed with vitamin K to keep our bones strong, helping us avoid those falls we talked about last time. And here's the best part. Spinach has magnesium to help us sleep better, tackling that lack of sleep killer from our last video. I met Mary from Texas, who started tossing spinach into her salads after our last video, and she says she's sleeping like a baby at 71. Sauté it with a little garlic or throw it in your eggs. It's so easy. Spinach is like nature's little energy boost, keeping us active and ready for the day. Are you a spinach fan? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear how you eat yours. Now let's talk about a food that's been a dinner staple forever, but we're giving it a senior-friendly twist. Chicken breast. Oh, honey. Chicken breast is where it's at for us. It's got 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and a whopping 26 grams of protein in a 4-ounce serving to keep our muscles strong. That's a big deal, because it helps us fight that sitting too much killer from our last video, keeping us steady on our feet. I met Tom from Michigan, who started grilling chicken breast after our last video, and he says he's walking more without feeling wiped out at 70. He just seasons it with a little salt and pepper, grills it up, and pairs it with some spinach we just talked about. You don't need to get fancy. Bake it, grill it, or even shred it for a salad. It's affordable, filling, and keeps us moving without any sugar crashes. Chicken breast is like a little hug from your kitchen, giving us the strength we need. What's your favorite way to cook chicken? Let me know in the comments. I'm all ears. So, we've got spinach and chicken breast keeping us strong, but there's another food that's been called liquid gold for a reason, and we seniors need to be drizzling it on everything. Olive oil. I'm talking extra virgin olive oil, the kind that's pure and cold pressed, not the cheap stuff. It's got 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and healthy fats that reduce inflammation, helping us tackle that stress overload killer from our last video. Olive oil is like a little tune-up for our hearts, lowering bad cholesterol and keeping us dancing at family gatherings. I met Helen from Arizona, who started drizzling olive oil on her salads after our last video, and she says her joint pains eased up at 74. Just a tablespoon a day. Drizzle it on your veggies, dip your chicken in it, or even add it to your soup. It's a tiny change that makes a big difference, keeping our hearts happy and our joints moving. Olive oil is our little Mediterranean secret, and I'm so glad we're in on it. Do you use olive oil in your cooking? Toss your thoughts in the comments. I can't wait to hear from you. Let's keep this rolling, because the next few foods are just as amazing, and I've got more stories to share that'll have you running to the grocery store to stock up on these senior superstars. We've been having such a great time talking about these 0 carb, 0 sugar foods that can keep us seniors feeling our best, and I'm so glad you're sticking with me. Let's keep the momentum going with a veggie that might surprise you. Broccoli. Now, I know broccoli might sound like something you only ate to make your mom happy, But this little green tree is a senior's best friend. It's got just 4 grams of net carbs per cup and 0 sugar, plus vitamin C to boost our immune system, helping us avoid that refusing help killer from our last video by keeping us out of the doctor's office. I met Robert from Illinois, who started steaming broccoli after our last video, and he says he's had fewer colds at 69. Steam it, roast it with a drizzle of olive oil, or eat it raw with a dip. It's so easy. Broccoli is like a little shield for our health, keeping us strong and ready for anything. Are you a broccoli fan? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear. Now let's talk about something we all love but might have been scared to eat. Cheese. Oh yes, I'm talking hard cheeses like cheddar or Swiss, the kind that's 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and packed with calcium to keep our bones strong, helping us avoid those falls we talked about last time. Cheese also keeps us full, so we're not reaching for sugary snacks that bring back that excess sugar killer. I met Carol from New York, who started snacking on cheddar cubes after our last video, and she says it's helped her ditch the cookies at 72. Just grab a few cubes, melt it over your broccoli, or pair it with some eggs. It's a treat that works for us. Cheese is like a little hug in every bite, keeping our bones tough and our cravings in check. What's your favorite cheese? Let me know in the comments. So we've got broccoli and cheese on our side, but let's talk about a food that's all about strength. Beef. I'm talking lean cuts of beef with 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and 25 grams of protein in a 4-ounce serving to keep our muscles strong, fighting that sitting too much killer from our last video. Beef also gives us iron to keep our energy up, so we're not dragging by noon. I met John from California, who started grilling steaks after our last video, and he says he's hiking with his grandkids again at 68. Season it with a little salt, grill it up, and pair it with some spinach. It's a senior super meal. Beef is like a little power boost, keeping us active and ready to roll. Do you love a good steak? Toss your thoughts in the comments. Now let's wrap up our top 10 with my personal favorite, shrimp. Oh honey, shrimp is a senior's dream. It's got 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and 20 grams of protein in a 3-ounce serving to keep us strong. Plus, it's high in selenium to boost our immune system, helping us stay independent and avoid that refusing help killer. I met Linda from Georgia, who started sautéing shrimp with olive oil after our last video, and she says she's got more energy for her family at 70. Grill it, sauté it, or toss it in a salad. Just skip the sugary sauces. Shrimp is like a little ocean gem, keeping us healthy and happy. What's your go-to shrimp dish? Drop a comment. I'm all ears. Here we are. 10 0 carb, 0 sugar foods, eggs, salmon, avocado, spinach, chicken breast, olive oil, broccoli, cheese, beef, and shrimp that can help us fight those killers and live our best lives. It's all about small changes, like swapping sugary snacks for cheese or adding shrimp to your week, to keep us strong, steady, and full of energy for the things we love, like gardening with Robert or hiking with John. You've got this, and I'm so proud of you for being here. I'd love to hear from you. What's one food from this list you're excited to try? Drop it in the comments. I'm reading every single one. If you found this helpful, give it a like, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe for more ways to thrive past 60. Here's to living our best years yet. I'll see you soon.